All right, guys, it is AJ Nox here. I'm bringing you guys a little makeup tutorial. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, then keep on watching. All right, see you in a little bit. Bye. Are we good? Slay. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is AJ Nox bringing you a little makeup tutorial today. I have not done one of these before. Actually, that's a lie. I did do a makeup tutorial before I started doing drag. I did like a little boy makeup tutorial, and that was interesting. It never got uploaded because it was bad. So we'll see how this one goes. This face is quite the thing, y'all. I have been told that it is serviceable. I have been told looks fine. Don't do drag. Shasta Cola. I've already started prepping my skin. I ate a half bag of hot Cheetos. That has already damaged my skin beyond repair. If you guys want this skin, you're gonna have to do that for about 12 years. We're going to prime. I use two different primers. They're both by e.l.f. Is e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I like poreless primers because I have pores and I don't want them to be there. So this is mainly like a texture smoothing thing. I couldn't tell you if it actually does its job. I'm gonna assume that it does. Another e.l.f. primer. This is e.l.f. Mint Melt. It's the same as the Power Grip primer. It's a really good formula. Keeps the makeup sticking to the skin. Now we're gonna start with gluing the brows. This is gonna be easier for me than it is for a lot of you because I only have half my brows. I just go in Hot Cheetos. Elmer's purple glue stick. Even though I have no hair over here, I still put glue there. There's always a little stubble, and yeah. Just want to get rid of it as much as possible. I also glue down my unibrow because even though I may be in denial of the fact that I have one and I may shave it, I have one. If you have one, glue it down. A theme throughout this tutorial is going to be, you do not have to do this to do drag. You do not have to glue down your brows. You do not have to color correct your facial hair. You do not have to shave your facial hair. You do not have to do most of the things that I'm doing to do drag. Drag is anything. Drag can be whatever you want it to be. This is what I personally do for drag. None of this is me saying you have to do this. These are just things that I do in my personal drag routine. So if you want to get a face that is the most similar to mine, these are the steps that you will follow. I do about 3 layers of glue. I glue down, swipe, swipe, swipe both ways to get it under the hairs, and then I comb it up and to the right. Then after the first layer, I only go the direction of the hairs because I've already combed them. Now I just want to keep pushing them in that direction so they lay flat. And then while the glue is drying, while my second layer of glue is drying, I will get out my other products that I'm going to be using before my foundation. LA Girl Pro Conceal orange or peach color corrector. I just use this on my mustache. I'm also going to color correct my under eye. I have perpetual eye bags. The last layer of glue, I'm going to lick the glue stick. Helps get the last layer nice and smooth, especially on the edges of the hairs. You want that to be a seamless transition. And don't worry about the toxicity of licking the glue. If you have the purple one and it's Elmer's, they have to make it to where 4-year-olds can take a bite out of it and not die, so you'll be fine. While that is still wet and tacky, we're gonna take our Airspun. You can use any translucent powder. This is the cheapest, so I use it. Or it's one of the cheapest. But take that, take a powder puff, and you really just beat the powder into it. Press very hard so that way the powder locks into place. I will take my orange color corrector on my finger. Don't put it directly on the brow, just on the finger, just a little bit. And I will pat that on there. Do not swipe. If you swipe, you will start to pick up the texture of your brows, and we just spent 4 minutes blocking that out. I'm going to set all of my color corrector with just a thin layer of powder. This includes the under eye and the mustache color correcting. So now it looks like there's no makeup on it, and we're just gonna dust off excess. give me just a little bit more, a little bit of excess. Okay, now that it looks like I have orange brows, we're gonna take my foundation, actually start to put some makeup on. Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, I'm shade F9. So first thing I'm going to do is put some directly over my eyebrows, because that is the thing that we want to conceal the most. I'm gonna tap very lightly. I'm just gonna take this all over my face and on your neck. Never forget the neck. Blend that all the way out. Now that my face and my chest are two completely different colors, go in with a little bit of concealer. The e.l.f. Camo Concealer in shade Light Sand. Do right here, a little up there, right there. Same on the other side. Little bit up there on the chin, down the bridge of the nose, and a couple lines up on the forehead. Just blend those out. Now that we've got that, this is almost white, but not quite. This is the ColourPop. I just picked the lightest one that I could find because I wanted a white concealer, but they didn't have one. But now I do have a white concealer. And this I'm only putting on the very highest points of my face. So the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, and right underneath my eyes. Cream contour palette, which you can't even see any of the original shades. Right on the widest point of my cheekbone and bring it down from there. Just take the second to darkest color and I just soften out my forehead and my hairline. I have a very masculine jawline. And so I use this to just kind of cut that corner. I'm gonna blend it out with that powder. And instead of like pouring a little out, I just take it like this and I just go. And then I shake it. And then you get a lot of powder. I'm gonna use this to set like my highlights. So the high points of my face. So under the eye, bridge of the nose, forehead, upper lip, chin, beneath the cheekbone contour. A slightly darker powder. I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna go doop doop. Kabuki brush and just dust everything off. Powder contour palette. This is from NYX. It's the warmest tone one. And I just warm up the cheeks. And do the forehead, jawline. For my nose contour, I take this angled fluffy brush. I just take my contour and I pinch it, draw a line going from pretty much the start of my brow to the tip of my nose. And I bring it in. To really pinch in that nose. And then once I've got like the base thing down, I will buff it out with more powder. And I will take that powder and I'll really focus that on the underside of my nose. Start on eyebrows. To me, it's the hardest part because it is the part that I mess up the most consistently. So this is kind of a rule that I have with my drag that confuses a lot of people a lot of the time. No matter what hair color I'm doing, I will always do a black brow. That's just what I've done. I've tried doing blonde brows. I've tried doing brown brows that match the hair. I don't like how it looks on me. I like a black brow. It's shorter that I use for the liner and one that's longer that I use for eyeshadow. I'm going to, a lot of other queens do this. I'm going to take a white concealer and I'm going to sketch out the underside of where my brow is going to be. So I have a guideline and it actually helps my brows become more symmetrical underneath where my natural brow starts. And then I'm gonna draw that line and arch it up as I go along. And once I get to about where my natural brow stops, so it'll be kind of the midway point of your natural brow, I start to curve it. I start to arch it to where it doesn't go down, but it goes straight. So there we go. Think less down, more out. Okay, now that we've got that, sketch just on top of that line. Okay, so now that we've got the underside of the brow, I like to do the steps of my brows at the same time instead of doing one brow fully, then the other brow fully. I will do one step, one step, one step, one step. Because if you do one brow fully and then the other brow fully, you are running the risk of them not being symmetrical even more. So if you do them at the same time as each other, they're likely to be more symmetrical. Now that we've got the underside of both of them done, I will go back in with more liner and just I'll create the upper edge. So I start from where the arch is, pick a point, and then connect it. So pick a point, connect it, and then just keep going with that point until you meet the inner edge. Now, I will fill in the brows from the back going forward, because you want your brows to be lighter at the front than they are at the back. So I will fill in at the back first and then just blend it to the front, and I won't fully get to the middle. So now we're going to set the eyebrows with a black eyeshadow. As much as I don't like him, James Charles palette has a black, so we're gonna use it. And just go over the guideline that you built for yourself with the black liner with eyeshadow. So you can see that we have kind of an ombre effect going from the back to the middle. Now that the brows are like kind of done, they're a little uneven, so I'm just gonna clean them up again with the white concealer. Taking this black pen liner, and I'm just drawing in some individual hairs. I NYX liner, and I'm not gonna fully draw in my eyeliner yet. I'm just gonna draw in the little arrow, like the little point of it. I'm just gonna draw the outline, and that's just gonna show me where I'm gonna place my shadows. So I'm just gonna go straight from the inner corner, or outer corner, and I'm just gonna go up and out, and I'm just gonna go straight from that point and take it in. Purpley plum shade. I'm gonna take one of my fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take cigar bar. I'm just gonna start packing that and kind of outline the shape of my crease. So I start right in the little divot of my eye, right in the hollowest part, and I concentrate the darkest color there. And then I just go all the way to my liner, and actually beyond the liner. So my eyeshadow does not stop at my eyeliner. My eyeshadow kind of goes beyond my eyeliner all the way to my hairline, because I like that really kind of look. I know that was just an onomatopoeia sound effect and not an actual description, but you guys know what I mean. So that's kind of the shapes that we're going for. And then I used to bring this eyeshadow all the way down to like right here, but I'm starting to leave this part of my white eyeliner open, because it gives more drama and it gives more shape, and I like it better. So now I'm gonna pack that also on the outer corner of my lower lash line, right here. And then as I go in, I bring it down. So now it's like less on my lash line and more just like where my eye bags are. And then by here, it's right on kind of the bone, like my eye socket, right on the edge of my eye socket. Just right there. And that gives us kind of that first look at that the inner corner liner, the inner white that I do to make my eyes just open up more. And then I also take that shade and I smoke it way out into a little parallel line with the top. One thing I will do is I will take the shadow, and I got this from my drag mom Vegas flights. And I will take it right in front of my eyebrow. This helps kind of give my look a little bit more of an edge, but also if the front of my brows are not symmetrical or not even or don't look good, this helps to mask that. and it also just looks cool. So, and I bring it even above my eyebrow. So I go to like right there. Now I'm just gonna take the next shade up and just smoke out the edge of that first purple shade. It's gonna go into the next shade up and just continue that smoking out process. One thing that I do like to do is, even when I'm smoking out, I still try to leave that white line that separates the brow from the eyeshadow. I try to leave that there because it gives a nice little extra like pop. So I won't bring all of the colors down here. And I'm going to take the topmost kind of lilac-y shade, and I'm just going to swipe that right underneath the eyebrow. Now, I'm going to take this same white concealer. Yeah, I'm just going to carve that line right underneath the eyeshadow. So now we have the white liner underneath that kind of opens up the eye. Now, time to set with the white eyeshadow. Now we're going to expand our black liner. I'm going to kind of just, I don't draw it down in one line because I want it to blend. I want like the inner part of my black liner to be blended and smoked out with black shadow and blend into an ombre of the rest. You'll see. But right now we're just going to kind of do this. Just go doop, 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 doop. And just kind of an angle downward towards the lash line. So it looks crazy now, and it's going to continue to look crazy even when it's done. But now I will just connect that and draw a little divot, a little like inner corner, like a little cat eye thing. Just go start there, connect it. Just like that. And I'll do the same for the other side. This time I'll try to do it so you can see it because I realized I just went down here. And then I'm just going to fill in that liner with the same pen. Now starting to come together. I'm starting to look like me. Then I will take my black eyeshadow on this brush, which is exclusively meant for black eyeshadow for me. And I will take my black eyeshadow and I will set that eyeliner because it is a lot of liquid liner that it needs help drying. So put black eyeshadow over it, deepens the color, makes it more black, but also makes it dry faster. I'm also going to take some of that black eyeshadow and deepen down here. Now we will take some of that same purple eyeshadow and just kind of blend that into the black liner. I like to leave a little bit of the white on top, so you still have dimension, you still see the difference between the lid and the crease, even though they are the same colors. So I start low and build up. So now that we're looking like that, I'm going to take the lilac-y shade and smoke out the edges. So, but now I'm going to go in with my purple glitter topper from e.l.f. It's like a liquid eyeshadow, which I used to be really against, but these are really good and they're like $7. So I just take this and I just place it all over the lid. For this look, we're going to do gold. And I'm just going to put that right on the inner most part of the lid. We're just going to go right here and just go boop. All right, take my little pencil brush. I'm going to do my little boopsie. Yes, I stole that from Darby Lynn Cartwright. No, I'm not going to apologize. White concealer, put it on the brush, and just do a little boopsie. And that is just where you take it and you just go boopsie. There, you got a boopsie. I'm going to go in with a blush. Now, I'm not quite sure what kind of blush I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to go for a more pinky blush, but I might blend it into a little bit more of an orange when I get to the center. So we're going to take, I am not above using eyeshadows as blush. I think it's innovative. So I will go in with this, and I will just kind of pack that on the outermost part of the cheek. That is, you never have too much blush. I'll always say that. It's very easy to have too little blush, but it's very hard to have too much. Also put blush right up by my forehead contour, right around where my temples are. That's not my temple. My temple's here. You know what I mean. I put it there too. Down by my jawline contour, just because I like how it looks. A lot of things that I do in drag, there really is no rhyme or reason to it. It's just because I like how it looks. And then I put it right by my chin. Again, I just like how it looks. Now I will go in with my, full nipple. Now I'll go in with my, my like orangey blush. And just kind of blend that into the outside. Or the inside, I guess. And then I will, on like a pinched part of that brush, I will really concentrate the color and I will put it around the tip of my nose. And I will blend it up into my nose contour because I like how that looks. And then I might also do a little bit of the pink near the tip. Maybe I should do it a little bit more up. Yeah, I like how that looks. Found the black lip liner. So, we're just going to take this. Now, I used to overline my lips a lot. Because I thought it was something that I needed to do in order to do drag. A lot of the things that I used to do, I did because I thought I had to. I used to, you know, have a very harsh line of where my cheek contour ended. I used to do huge black liner, even bigger than this. I pretty much just used to do like Trixie Makeup Light because I thought that that was what you had to do drag. But it's not. I used to like pretty much completely reshape the way that my face was. But now my makeup is less about creating a new face and just kind of enhancing what I already have. And if you want to do facial reconstruction surgery on yourself, that is fine. Go ahead, do it. There's a lot of queens that I love, queens that I work with that do like really big, like really chiseled makeup and it looks great. I just found that it's not for me. And that's a lot of what drag is. It's just trial and error, figuring out what works for you. So for my lips, I only overline the middle. I don't overline the edges. And I don't go further out than my lips. My lips on the side, like, start where my lips are. And then I only go so high above. So I start, my natural lip starts, like, right here. And you'll see where I place my lips. So that's kind of my little mustache that I draw, and then I fill that in. And then the bottom lip is even easier, because the bottom lip, I just go like this. I just go. So that line is where my bottom lip goes to. And then I just connect that to where my bottom lip actually is. And there we go. That's the lip. Oh. On the outside, I'm going to take this really purple lip and just put that on the outside. So now we have the outermost shade. So now that we have the outermost shade, the first one we used is more, it's this one. It's more of like a red. So now we have a nice ombre between those two colors. And go straight into this one and just do a little, go straight in the center. So now I'm just going to blend those together with my finger. And then we're just gonna do kind of some finishing touches. My white eyeliner I use on the outside of my eyes. So I do one line on the outside of my black liner to kind of really define it, give it some little edge. And then I do a streak right above that little shootout of shadow. So it's basically just a little sideways V. So do that, and then boop. And then sometimes I'll do an eyebrow slit. I think today I'll do an eyebrow slit. It also just depends on how even my eyebrows are. If they are really even, then I will be like, you know what, we'll take it, and I won't do one. If they're not super even like they are right now, then I will just shoop. Wait for that to dry, and bam. For today's look, since it's very purple, we're going to use this ColourPop Super Shock shadow that I have here that I love. I think it's a Super Shock. Oh, it's a Super Shock cheek. Okay, well, that makes sense. So I'm going to take my highlighter brush, if I can find her. Perfect. Take this highlighter brush, and I'm just going to swipe, swipe, swipe. And I'm just going to I'm going to do the same thing under the eyebrows. Highlighter isn't really going to matter a whole lot once I put down the glitter. The glitter is really what sells this whole thing. But I do like to put the highlighter a lot of places. This is also another thing that Vegas helped me with. She really revolutionized where I put my highlighter. So I put it everywhere you've seen me put it, and then also going up into the center of the forehead, and then right on top of the eyebrow, and then right up parallel to my contour, and then still following the eyebrow. From She Glam Icy. It's just a little pot of glitter gel, and it looks like that. Very iridescent. Very fitting with this look. I just take my finger, I go in, and I just go boop, boop, boop. it's gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with mascara. This is L'Oreal Air Volume. I don't know. Mascara really doesn't matter. If it makes your eyelashes black, then that's good enough. While we wait for that to dry, I'm going to use Miss One Size. I just got her yesterday, so I'm very excited. This is apparent. I mean, it's like, if you've seen anybody use this, you know that it's like the best setting spray on the market. It's $30 for a full-size bottle. I recommend getting the travel size bottle, which is $15. I wanted to do that, but they didn't have the travel size at the Sephora that I went to. In fact, this was the last one that they had. So I got the full size, which it looks a lot bigger in like ads. Maybe it's just because I have giant hands. This is tiny. Like, this is travel size. But it was the full thing, so. And it's also a continuous mist because it's an aerosol can, which I love because all my other ones are like, but this one is just, you just. My drag mom has used this on me before, so I know that it is very mattifying, and it also definitely don't open your eyes while you're spraying it because it will burn. Another step, if you have any like scathing breakouts that really are not being covered by makeup, that are like really, like especially ones that poke out a lot, turn them into beauty marks, especially if you have a brown eyeliner. Just kind of. Eyelashes are dried, so I'm going to do bottom lashes first. And for bottom lashes, I use these, hang on. They're like these little, they're from Ioni. They're called 3D Curls Faux Mink Individual Lash Extensions. I do 2 of these. I do one on the outside, one near the middle. One on the outside, one near the middle. And I just use this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. And I just place it, push. Bam. And then for top lashes, I use Kiss Organza. I don't stack my lashes, not yet. Until I get custom lashes, this is what I'm rocking with. And honestly, I like them. You can wear these out of drag. I don't wear lashes out of drag because it's not personally for me. But for drag lashes, I mean, these get the job done. They look nice. They're cheap. And I like them. So. And my lashes, I don't put them straight on my lash line. I kind of go with my liner. So I put the inner part on my lash line and then I angle it up so that the edge is pretty much in my crease. We go inner corner, drag it out to the crease. And just keep on pushing them up. And there you go. I'm gonna do my other lash and then get in the look and then I will be right back. See you guys in a second. All right, guys, and here is the final look. Thank you so much for letting me show you how I do things. Sorry, I'm looking over here. You're right there. Thank you so much for letting me show you how I do my makeup, for coming along with me with this, coming with me on this 2 hours and 5 minute long journey. I'm hoping that I can cut out a lot so it'll be shorter for you guys. It's Jesus. Oh, I promise I usually get ready sooner than that. I just took my time today because I was talking. But yeah, I'm wearing this, this little, you can't really see it because I'm sitting down, but this, pale yellow, gown that I got from a thrift store. These gloves that I got from Amazon, this wig that my drag mom gave me, that I wore at the Rosebud pageant when I won, and these pearls that were from my grandma. So even when it comes to looks, you do not have to spend a lot of money to look good. I would know that if I looked good. I'm kidding. I look great. Ooh. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.